An overview of the political issues in Texas. Summary. Politics refers to a set of activities related to decision-making in groups or any form of power relations among individuals, such as the circulation of resources and positions. Political issues refer to everything politicians talk about when in parliamentary sittings. This document will discuss issues associated with politics in Texas that include social, electoral, immigration, education, and healthcare matters. Social issues. Corruption in Texas is common, whereby for a person to get a job, one must know another individual for connections or give money to buy the opportunities. Racial discrimination is observed in many cases where you realize that leaders will only elect beings from the same ethnic groups, leading to many people losing hope even in education. In the U.S., there are no laws for children's protection, therefore, in most cases, infants are denied rights like thorough beating in the name of discipline. Kids are left on the streets and denied chances to stay with their parents since there are no rules governing such. Many politicians are involved in hate speech, especially when referring to political opponents, which may lead to fights and misunderstandings among communities. Businesses or organizations should be allowed to have women on board orders for gender equality, but this does not happen in Texas. Electoral issues. Texas should improvise rules whereby candidates aspiring to get involved in leadership should be ready to present tax returns to the public for transparency. Voter fraud is the main issue that can be avoided by ensuring that citizens present photo identity cards to avoid electing on behalf of others. Some politicians are involved in serious crimes such as killings and robbery with violence, but in Texas, such people still get involved in elections and are selected to be leaders. The U.S. government should establish regulations that aim to lower the voting age limit and allow the younger generation the opportunity to get involved in the voting process. Foreigners in the city should be granted a right to be involved in the appointing process as long as they possess American citizenship. In some cases, non-governmental organizations, corporations, and unions should be allowed to sponsor aspirants to avoid using more funds from the government. Some individuals in politics will always look for ways to steal votes and forge winners, while others win genuinely. Healthcare issues. In the U.S., and particularly in Texas County, patients should be able to pay for their hospital bills because the government does not provide universal health care. The patient should instead have medical insurance that will cut costs anytime the person needs to visit the clinic, although the number of uninsured individuals has risen during the COVID-19 pandemic. The government should employ measures how to reduce the prices of drugs for common diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, and sexually transmitted infections. This is important because not every citizen can afford to purchase the above medical coverage. The government should ensure that patients with mental illness get sponsorships for medical checkups and other treatment services. Health insurers can be of good help to sick people by still treating those with pre-existing conditions, no matter the number of times the person visits the hospital. The administration can involve increased funding of persons with low income and consistent illnesses. Immigration issues. The American government should put laws whereby immigrants should be imprisoned for life or deported only if involved in serious crimes such as murder, robbery, violence, assault, and drug involvement. Immigrants who are unlawfully residing in Texas should be denied access to government-subsidized health care until they obtain lawful entrance. Children of illegitimate settlers should not by any chance be given any legalized nationality until the parent obtains legal citizenship. Migrants should be treated as normal citizens as long as the right channel is used to enter the country. Texas should come up with strict rules to govern all refugees before entering the U.S. Education issues. The U.S. has to grant needy children education vouchers to join private schools. Students at the college and university levels should be sponsored by the national government. Moreover, families affected by COVID-19 could be provided financial aid to acquire education and ease the overall learning process. The government can improvise ways whereby tax levels for the elite and other institutions can be increased to reduce the student educational loan rates. Thus, Texas should create means of ensuring that leaders avoid exorbitant spending in social, electoral, immigration, healthcare, and other misconducts in politics for the benefit of citizens. Thus, authorities should instead ensure that citizens are highly favored politically.